Hello again from Rome. It's just 1 o'clock here in the afternoon, and we broke for lunch after the morning session, where we heard the interventions of all of those who were called auditors, whether they are people from other faith communities or also those who represent various Catholic communities that do work with married couples and help families. And so we go this afternoon into the small groups once again. One of the words that's being repeated is reconciliation in all of the work that we're being asked to consider. Reconciliation is an interesting word in the English language because it comes from the word that is taken from the eyelash, the cilia, which means that when people reconcile, they are to see eye to eye with each other. That is, I think, a very important part of our consideration, that not only do we look at people differently that we're talking to who have struggles, but also we take into consideration as bishops how people look at us. And so I am beginning to see a lot of transformation happening in the lives of the bishops as they're considering not only what they're saying and how they're looking at people, but how we're being perceived. I think that is very important for us to consider as we move forward. That kind of change and newness that's coming from the Synod, not so much necessarily in proposals right away, but in the transformation in each one of our lives. So I'm very hopeful as we move forward. And we will be back to you on Monday because we tomorrow have a morning with the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the Synod, and then we have a free afternoon. That news received great cheers from the Synod Fathers. We've been hard at it all the time this last couple of weeks, and so we need an afternoon off. Again from Rome, great to be with you.
We're here in Rome at the end of the second week of the Synod, and the Synod Fathers are moving towards part 3 of the Instrumentum Laboris, the working document. And that part of the working document deals with different challenges and practical issues. And many of them, as you may be well aware, have to do with problems of families and the church's need to respond to those problems in families. But there's another side to this as well, because the title of that third part is the mission of the family. So it's not just about dealing with issues and problems of families that struggle in different ways, and marriages as well, but it's also about the family contributing to the healing and the transformation of the world. The family definitely has a mission. A good part of that mission, it has to do, as Pope Francis has insisted, with addressing the questions of poverty and justice and peace. Now, I want to just highlight a couple of things. First of all, we can talk about the church as family and the family as church. And both the church and family then, in a way, address these different needs, and particularly the needs surrounding poverty. Just to highlight two very practical things. Yesterday, the Holy Father visited a shelter for homeless people. It accommodates approximately 34 people who really don't have a place to go, and it's right in the shadow of the Vatican. He went there, and there was a meal, and he greeted everyone, and apparently the people who were staying there were very deeply moved. So not only is he telling us to move in this direction, but he's giving us very concrete witness. And then last night, Archbishop Cupich and I went to the Sant'Egidio community. It's a wonderful group of people. It's an ecclesial movement, and they're centered in Trastevere here in Rome. They're dedicated to prayer and social service and offering themselves as peacemakers wherever that is necessary. But that sense of inclusion of caring for the poor, caring for the needy. This is all tied to that mission of the family as church and the church as family.